System Shock. Released in 1994, it became a major stepping stone not just for the immersive sim genre, but for game design as a whole. At a time when most games were still locked to flat perspectives and rigid interactions, System Shock introduced a fully 3D environment that allowed players to look up and down, lean, crouch, jump, and directly interact with the world around them. But it's only a technical part of the story. System Shock also helped define immersive storytelling as we know it today. Instead of showing long text dumps or cutscenes, the game told us its story through audio logs, environmental details, and visual clues.
We're finished. Keith and the others went down the access corridor an hour ago to fight the mutants. None of them have come back. Soon the mutants will come for the rest of us.
You didn't just watch the narrative unfold, you pieced it together yourself by exploring the space and paying attention. Another major innovation was how it blended genres, a common thing nowadays, but it wasn't like this in the 90s. System Shock combined first-person shooting with typical RPG mechanics like inventory management, exploration, and damage effects. This gimmick approach, now completely standard, was anything but common at the time. It's a great game overall, but it has one slight issue. It's goddamn old. If you ever interact with DOS emulator, you might know the pain to make it work properly. Or maybe it's just my incompetence, I don't know. But luckily, today it doesn't require you to break your neck first while trying to at least launch the game with an emulator. In 2015, Night Dive Studio released System Shock Enhanced Edition, a version of the original game adapted for the modern systems. It removed most of the technical headaches and let you focus on solving in-game problems instead of wrestling with emulator and outdated controls. The Enhanced Edition introduced quality of life improvements like proper mouse look, customizable controls, bug fixes, and voice screen support. What can be better? That same year, the developer announced the System Shock Remake, aimed at introducing a new generation of players to a legendary game, including those who's allergic to a sprite graphic. There's a whole story about how development was moving. Spoiler, not very smooth, because the game was basically remade 3 times. But in the end, in the year 2023, the game was officially released. And this how Remake is supposed to be done. It preserves the core philosophy of the original. No quest logs, no objective marks, no hold handing. At the same time, it updates what actually needed some polishing. Inventory management, visuals, combat, and controls. Just like in the original, you are thrown into the station with no clear direction and no safety net. You are expected to explore, experiment, and figure things out on your own. But you may ask, what this game about anyway? In short, we're a hacker who was caught while trying to get the access to the files concerning the Citadel Station, a space station owned by the Trioption Corporation. In exchange for dropping all the charges against him and some cool cybernetic implants, the protagonist was proposed by the station's commander, Diego, to remove ethical restrictions from the station's AI, Shodan. After successfully doing his part, Hacker gets his implants and goes into 6 months healing coma. And while we're chilling and counting cybernetic ships, shit hits the fan. As we're waking up, the situation is following. Everyone's dead. The station is filled with mutants, cyborgs, and robots. So basically everything that moves is moving to kill us, or at least make our life much less comfortable. No, please. Our goal is undefined, and we need to navigate our way to the station to understand what the hell is going on and how to deal with it. To do so, game provides us with different tools like weapons, grenades, mines, the detached human head, cyber implants, consumables, and so on. With all this variety in our arsenal, it's just a matter of time to find a way out. But what if some delusional person decides that it is not cool enough to shoot cyborgs with a damn railgun, but hit them with a pipe is much cooler. Crazy, right? So anyway, here's the challenge. In this playthrough, I am not allowed to use any weapons beside melee ones, which cuts our weapon selection to the whooping 3 items: pipe, range, and laser rapier. So no ballistics or energy weapons, as well as mines and grenades. I also do not restrict myself from using cyber implants and patches. The only exception I make is that I can shoot Shodan CPU nodes because they are exploding, and I do not want to spend my time running from the respawn points to the damn nodes to suicide bomb myself into them. And also, I had to confess that I shot a few cameras, but in my defense, I forget you can fly in this game. Except this one. This one was an innocent victim of my frustration. Will I suffer? Fuck my life! What am I supposed to do? Oh man, this is gonna be painful. Definitely. Will it be fun to watch? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. But you know what? I had fun for sure.